Breathe in, move, listen. Invite Jesus to your space. Welcome everyone to the Book of Mormon, Come Follow Me in Mandarin Chinese. A new whole body experience to be able to really feel the words of Christ engraved on our hearts. First and foremost, let's set our intention. 1 Nephi chapter 4 verse 6. I love this one. Nephi talks about being led by the Spirit, and he said, I was led by the Spirit beforehand, not knowing the things which I should do. I hope there is a place in your heart to feel that, to feel being led even before you knew what to do. My secret place is sometimes this yoga mat, being able to bring my mess to the mat, to be able to find stillness, feel the awareness in my body and in my breath, to be able to hear the Spirit a little bit more clear. Sometimes when our minds are a mess, it's really hard for our spirits to hear. So let's do the work today. Our intention and mantra is, I was led. Hear the sacred ancient sound in Mandarin Chinese.
我被领
All right, let's go ahead and move through mantra meditation with this mantra. And let's start at the back of our mats today. Something very easy. Maybe the knees are out wide, taking a wide child's pose. And when you're ready, go ahead and just fall down to the earth. Feel what feels comfortable. If you need to put a block or a cushion or a blanket underneath you to find comfort, go ahead and do so. And just begin to rest your forehead to the earth. Just tap into this breath that you have. You can feel the sticky pad knuckles of your fingers, maybe touching your mat or the carpet at home. Wherever you are, just feel the safety of the earth underneath you and feel your breath fill your whole body. Can you feel the breath come into the nose, and what temperature is that breath? As the breath comes into the nose, where does it travel? Do you feel it heavily in the chest, the ribs? Or can you feel it all the way down into your belly? As your breath leaves your body, what is the temperature of that breath that comes out the nose or the mouth? Become fully aware of these sensations in your whole body. Breath moving in and breath moving out, allowing us to connect to our heavenly home while away on this earth. God breathed life into us, so it's almost as if that is a sacred connection that we have to Him to help us quiet the fight and flight, sometimes stressful situations, discomfort in our lives, as we can breathe and hear and bring peace back into our minds, thus taking it into our hearts and our bodies and our spirit. So with that next breath, let's start with mantra. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, speak your mantra.
我被领
One more deep breath in. Exhale, sacred sound.
我被领
On your next breath, rise up to all fours. Let's take the shoulders right above the wrist and the hips right above the knees. Go ahead and find those starfish fingers again. Find that safety and connection. Maybe just move around and feel what that feels like. On your next breath, take an inhale and draw up as you look up to the ceiling above or the heaven. And then exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, speak the mantra.
我被领
Inhale, one movement, one breath. Exhale.
我被领
Let's do that one more time with breath. Exhale.
我被领
Good, just find any movement in the body that feels good. Let's just move out the shoulder today. Let's take that right hand high to the sky. Open your wing with a deep breath. And as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle underneath the shoulder and lower the ear to the earth. Find that temple towards the earth. Maybe we reach this other arm long and press both shoulders down. And this is where we soften and breathe. This is where we find our mantra meditation. Deep breath in. Exhale.
我被领 我背灵
Feel the softening and surrender of the body as you melt out stress and tension from the shoulders. Come back to your center, and let's go for the other side. Left wing will go high. Deep breath in here. And then exhale. Let go of any negative energy that may be inside, any thoughts you may be holding on to. Lower your ear to the earth and stretch out, reach out for this. Press both shoulders to the earth. Once you've settled in, let's find that breath and focus with mantra. Deep breath in. Exhale.
我背灵我背灵
Again, just being aware of this body melting away stress and tension from the shoulders, tight spots in our bodies. And then come back up to all fours when you're ready. We'll gently and slowly tuck the toes. Feel the space in between the toes. Feel that spread. Enjoy that moment to work out any tension in the feet. And then find a way to travel forward as we move into our first downward dog. We'll lift the hips up high to the sky. Keep the knees slightly bent and blossom the hips up high. Elbows are straight, elbows coming into the ears. Find that starfish fingers. Find that natural elongation of the spine and feel the neck extend out. Almost if you're pouring out any negative thoughts through the crown of your head. Just let it go. Breathe in. Maybe you take some movement into this downward facing dog with your breath. And then exhale. Maybe we'll settle into the heels. Drop the knees to the earth. Come back into your child's pose and take a rest for a moment. Deep breath in. Exhale.
我背灵
Good. Stay with that breath. Come back to your all fours. We'll move low to the earth today. Let's step the right foot forward into a low lunge. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let the psoas open. Let that hip release. On your next breath, you'll reach your arms up high to the sky. Follow your gaze. Good. And then exhale. Open your heart here. Let's sweep the hands down and do that again with mantra. Inhale, reach. Exhale.
我背灵
One more time.
我背灵
Good. Gently bring that right foot back into your child's pose. Knees are wide. Sink back into the heels. Take a moment. Check in. And then come right back to all fours. We'll step the left foot forward this time. Stay in the grounded knee. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let it go. Soften through the hip. On your next breath, the arms will go high. Follow the hands with your gaze. Inhale. And then exhale. Speak your mantra.
我背灵
Again.
我背灵
Beautiful job. Let's gently and slowly frame the foot once again. Bring ourselves back to all fours. Knees are wide, toes will touch. Sneak back into the hips. And then just gently maybe give yourself a nice forehead massage here. Back and forth. Take your time. We'll gently pull the knees together. Come up into the knees. Stack the hips right above the knees. Let's move into a gentle camel this morning or evening whenever you're practicing. So hands will be like fists for wrists or hands flat to help give some extension to the spine. Elbows pull back, heart lifts, almost as if you're pulling a string through the crown of your head. And your hips are pressing forward as you're opening your spine. So let's allow ourselves these options to either look forward or throw the head back. Maybe even option if you need to grab onto the back of your heels or tuck your toes. Again, your body will tell you what it needs, but you need to respect and honor it. Let go of your ego and just listen what's happening inside. We'll be here for 2 breaths, attaching to mantra. Deep breath in.
我 背灵，我背灵。
Beautiful job. To safely come out of any camel posture, just make sure your fists for wrists or pull up through the crown of your head, tuck your toes, sink back straight in alignment with the spine, not to round or curve it right away, and then gently and slowly, let's move now back into your downward dog. Tuck the toes, send the hips back up high to the sky, bicycle out those heels, take a full belly breath in, and then maybe give me an audible out loud, letting go of any stress and tension that you've had in your day or evening or night's sleep. Let's do that one more time. Let it go. Good. Right hand will come to the center of our mat, and let's take a left hand right behind the back. Open up that shoulder one more time. As we threaded the needle, we allowed that space to open. Let's do the same here by allowing our heels to just gently fall to the earth, so we create space for that tension in the hamstring. Deep breath in and speak your mantra.
我背灵，
Option to reach for the outside of the calf if that feels good, or just stay exactly where you are. Listen to this body of yours and remember to back off if there's anything that is excruciating pain, electrical or sharp. But if it's just a little uncomfortable, just try to stay with it with your breath. Try not to flee or fight. Changing into the other side. Square your hips. Right hand comes behind the back. Deep breath in here. And exhale, let go of the tension. We'll be here for 2 breaths with mantra. Deep breath.
我背灵，我背灵。
Beautiful job. Take a moment to bicycle out any tension or stiffness that you may be feeling in that body. And then let's just go for a hip stretch here. When you're ready, take that left foot to the blade edge corner of the left side of the mat. We'll drop into the knee here and just stay with this breath. Move out any stress or tension here that you may be feeling in the body. Go slow to go fast. Use your breath. What does it feel like inside of the body? What is it telling you? And can you find the places that have tension? When you locate it, can you send that breath, almost this healing sound of breath, into that space that needs to be released? So we'll be here for 2 more breaths. Whether you want to come down to the earth with your elbows or you're staying up high, or if this is a little bit uncomfortable for you, feel free to back off a little bit and then come back in. 2 breaths. Focus on the mantra to try to stop from fleeing or fighting and make this uncomfortable situation possibly comfortable by inviting Jesus to your space. Here we go. Deep breath in.
我背灵，我背灵，我背灵。
You did a great job. We did 3 breaths. So awesome job. We'll come back out, figure out what's tense or tight, give yourself some time to move it out. Let's take a plank pose and a downward facing dog. Good. And bicycle out what feels good in your body. Maybe you want to keep some heat in your body. Maybe you want an out of flow, or maybe you're just resting in child's pose. Options would be to rest, or options would be to just even do a modify knees, chest, chin as you come forward to tuck your elbows in, chest and chin. Glide up, cobra, half cobra, squeeze your scapula. Exhale, press through the palms of the hand, lift up, use your abdominals, and come back to child's pose. Good. Let's go into the second side. When you're ready, take it back up to your plank and then your downward dog. With your next breath, we'll step the right foot forward to the blade edge corner of the mat. You're doing a great job. Now this is all entirely up to you. Play with this. Whether your knee is on or off the floor, that's your choice. Whether you want to bring a blanket and put some padding there, please make your practice comfortable. Whether you're finding stillness or movement, totally up to you. And again, focus for just a moment some of the key points of those readings this week. All about tender mercies. The Lord commanding Nephi that he was led. And the importance of not murmuring because you want to know the dealings of God, so it makes your life more enjoyable. We'll be here for 3 breaths. And let's use mantra to stay focused, to be able to let go of that stress and tension that may be held in the body. 3 breaths here. Let's begin.
我被灵，我被灵，我被灵。
Beautiful job. Were you able to allow yourself to let go enough to let the Spirit talk to you, to be able to be led by the Spirit, the awareness that's happening to clear out any negative thoughts in our minds, to settle them, to reset circuits. Let's take it back to plank and then a downward dog. Reset that breath. Full belly breath in here and a full belly breath out. Let it go. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and come down to a seated pose. Take your legs wide, maybe as wide as your mat or the carpet or floor, and just work out those hips that we just opened. And take a couple more breaths here before we move into our mantra meditation. Again, remember there's 3 different ways you can practice this. The chime will ring and you can move through asana and poses like we have been doing. Or you can sit up tall. Or you can lie down. And either one, you could use some beads for counting. So get in a comfortable position, wherever it is that you're choosing today. I'm just going to choose to sit upright today. Remember, there's no right or wrong. It's just exactly how you feel in this moment right now. It's exactly where you need to be. Trying to stay an alert, attentive to the sound as it vibrates through your body. And again, you'll just hear the native speaker's voice, and it's just be a few minutes. If you want a longer meditation practice, please visit pangeaworldlanguage.com, where there are longer 10-minute meditations for you to do every single day, including this particular intention, I was led. All right, let's begin.
我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵，我被灵。 我背灵，我背灵。
Beautiful job wherever you are in this very moment. Just take this time to let the sides of your mouth curl up into a smile. Notice the room around you and your relationship to the room. Maybe wiggle your fingers or your toes, and then gently and slowly start to open the eyes whenever you're ready. And come back to a space. I wanted to share with you something that I think is really fun and something that I do in all my classes and that we do sometimes as a family. It helps bring that beautiful, loving human touch that we all need to an environment where there is so much hecticness in this world. A little bit more love goes a long way. So I particularly like eucalyptus and lavender mix, but you can do any smells, lotions, oils that resonate with you. And I'll just gently put a little bit in my hand. And as they're either meditating or in Shavasana or mantra meditating, I'll go around and rub it and take underneath as they're lying on the ground or upright and move down into the neck, just like so, massaging the neck. And then take my hands down a little bit, almost into the back of the heart, massaging down there and then pulling the back of the heart all the way through the neck, up and holding at the base of the skull. This is bringing our heart and our mind together. Sometimes we have this disconnection in our throats. And then I finish up at the top. I take my thumbs and I massage right above the third eye, take it across the forehead, and then I'll pull down to the temples, grabbing the sides of their ears with a gentle little tug to find grounding and stability. And then lastly, leave a gentle touch with my finger right in between the third eye, the space between the two brows, which helps to open inspiration and help us to be more in tune, creativity, and of course, inviting Jesus to our space to help us feel that loving light in our lives. And that is a beautiful way to connect. You could even take turns in your family doing this while you're in Shavasana or listening to the mantra meditations that we have on the app, the whole 10 minutes. You would love it right before bed or in the morning to send some extra love with your children off into the world. So let's take a deep breath together. Inhale, reach those arms up high to the sky. Gather all that is good, all that is love, all that is light, and even that language that you spoke today, and pull it down. Let's stop right here at the third eye, fill that space there, and then take it all the way down into the heart, bringing the mind and the heart together as one. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for feeling what shows up in your body. Thank you for being aware of our emotions. How can we invite him to our space to help us take care of the things that we can't control? By showing up every day and listening, making these connections with other people, and connecting with ourselves so that we can hear him better. Our intention today was, I was led.
我被灵，
Take this beautiful feeling that you have inside of you and be led by the Spirit, not knowing beforehand the things which you should do. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.